everybody.
Cheer.
Lock in. What we talking about? Black music, baby.
Black music, black power.
Black listening.
New black consciousness.
Yeah, get it started first. This is conscious music, New York, and it's, look, you're looking at the future conscious music in New York. Not just conscious music. If you hear the wavy music that you want to hear that got substance, talking about something, come on, Ray. You got Diddle, you got RedPill, Twin Pillar, you got Domo, you got my man D.O.T, and come on, man. You got Quebutter here. Shout out to Quebutter. I mean, I don't know how much more people listen.
Yeah.
Yo,
the wave needs a soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? There's no wave without a soundtrack. So we putting out that music for this wave. The wave is undeniable. You see your favorite people surfing. You know what I mean? Your favorite rappers surfing. You know they trying to silver surf, but this wave right here, this black consciousness wave, like Nas said, this black Kemet God. You know what I mean? Black Moorish God. Like, you know, you got a lot of artists on this wave right now, and they paying homage. But we pay homage to them. But the time right now, there's an energy in this city and whatnot. Real hip hop is back. Bars is back. That energy is back. Knowledge inside of the bars is back. Street knowledge is back. The gods is back. The goddesses is back. That wave, like I said, that wave is waking people up all around the world.
All over.
All over. I mean, hold on, maybe through the galactic, because there's sun flares going off. This unexplained right now. I'm dead ass. There's some activity going on in the galaxy. And it got a lot to do with the fact that multiple pineals are waking up. When we say that this is our time, we mean it. And like I said, there's no renaissance without a soundtrack. And that's what you see taking place. The only thing that might be missing is a little bit of promotion and some visuals. But that's what we're here to do. You know what I mean? The same way that the videos on YouTube, the standing in the street building, have gone viral around the world, where there's billions have been served, it's time for this music. You know what I mean? It's time for this melody. It's time for this expression in a language that speaks universally. We're not in any ways we're being ourselves because we are hip hop. So they said, man, know thyself, and you are to be the I am. Be yourself. So we ain't out here on some poor righteous teacher struggling rapper. We out here speaking the truth to the falsehood. We out here changing reality with words and with actions and through visual treatments and whatnot. Because a lot of the people who claim that they're only portraying what they see around them, or that they're products of the environment, have misused their weapons and committed what? Suicide.
Mass murder.
Mass murder. You built the jail that you in. Pablo, on some Escobar shit. They told you at the label, nah, you alright, you could build your own jail, nigga. But just turn yourself in. So a lot of people have not been in their higher self. They've not been speaking that God talk. They've been around a lot of people who know shit, but they've been making dumb cool. And those days are over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Intelligence is the new black, especially when we're at war. And what is the war first and foremost? It's a war over ideas and concepts. It's a conceptualized warfare, and it's also a culture war. So are we going to play ignorant? Are we going to play Sambo? Are we going to play motherfucking Jigaboo? Are we going to play Step and Fetch It in the middle of a war? When we just a few years ago was wearing mad comedic shit, standing on couches talking about we black gods? So our babies are in trouble, you know what I mean? Because the industry has already enacted, you know, nigga 4.0.
COINTELPRO music, COINTELized music.
COINTELPRO. Coin is the bag. They're giving niggas the bag, and they're doing anything for the bag. Tell that. These niggas are on their telephones telling the world their business. You understand? They snitching on themselves. Remember, they don't have to pay agents anymore because you have smartphones. You're telling on yourself. There's more people getting locked up for flashing work on social media than niggas kicking doors down, you know what I mean, doing police work. Pro, that's the camera. A lot of goofy shit on camera. All of that world star shit on camera. You're diminishing your value and your stocks around the world on camera. You're not doing what's supposed to be done with the camera. I haven't seen any one of you catch a body, for all of you killers out there with the blickies and the motherfucking the Dracos. You haven't rolled on your motherfucking open enemy. You know what I'm talking about? And when you niggas is sober You know who your open enemy is. That's why you go and sip the lean, or that's why you pop a pill, or that's why you go and snort something, because you want to escape that reality where there's crackers on your ass. So why haven't any of you niggas killed them in a video as of yet? You know what I'm talking about? You're not using the pro or the camera to your benefit, and what you're doing is fratricide, infanticide, suicide, genocide on your own at war. That's like if they was fighting the Vietnamese and these niggas was infighting and killing each other and whatnot while the boys was in the jungle trying to take their country. That's what we have right now. So this music is going to switch, it's going to balance, it's going to give you options to want to live again.
And you got options. Not like you said, options of music. You know what I'm saying?
Options.
You're not in front brainstorming y'all with some shit.
On Spotify, I don't mean to cut your wisdom. There's 800 Lils on Spotify.
That's crazy.
No, 8,000. I'm staying corrected. 8,000 artists with Lil in the beginning of their name.
Remember Ice? And you used to have Ice?
Ice, yeah. So if you have that much of a selection, don't start acting like, don't do European shit with us. Don't act like you could only pick one. Stop trying to separate the tribe. Stop trying to separate the greatness from each other. The European deals in fragmentation. They break up the whole. The African deals with the whole. They deal with Voltron. They deal with the whole expression. So it's a wave, nigga. It was a wave in the 90s. You wasn't just listening to Wu-Tang. There was Nas. There was the Wu. There was motherfucking Pun. There was Big. You know what I'm talking about? There was Pac. You enjoyed every single aspect, facets of the diamond, the black diamonds. We are the black diamonds. I said it before. We teaching your favorite rappers. I'm just saying it's like that. You know what I mean? So this music is an expression of something that's very raw and authentic, and that's these motherfucking streets. I don't know what everybody else is doing in these streets, but we raising a bar in these streets. We touching the corners of the world in these streets. You know what I'm talking about? We're saving lives in these streets. Real talk. We're activating the gods and the goddesses. We disrupting the nigga malware. You know what I'm talking about? We're radicalizing gods. And not in a way that, you know, but we're making people realize that they don't have to go out here and keep killing themselves. Because that's all we doing. Nobody is coming in popping their niggas' heads off. A lot of people falling on their swords.
You need to hear that. Y'all need to hear
more look, man,
yeah,
man. If you like the cloth, then go and listen to the music. This album per se that I have, I'm gonna let the guys plug their work. This is me and my brother Blue Pill. This album is a double disc, a red disc and a blue disc, and we entitled it Twin. We paying homage to the 90s. We paying homage to who we was when niggas knew us as Twin. And then it's a concept album. But as we go along further in the album, we begin to evolve into who we are now. So it's about telling your story. Nobody's story is more important than your story. Nobody's story is more important than your story. Nobody's story is more important than the God story. Nobody's story is more important. I don't want to hear about what them niggas went through. I want to hear your story. Because you standing here as an example of all of that negative shit that they're trying to put on our people to diminish us and devalue us so they could purge us. We're representing what is opposite of that. We're saying, hold on, nigga, it's a revolution. You niggas say that you're waiting for one. The revolution is this. Look at us. We don't look like no college professor. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking in a lily white tone. Right. We didn't try to. We're not acting bilingual to try to sound European to drop information in bars. Nigga, we in these streets. You might be in college watching this shit. Nigga, that's a revolution. When the niggas who are more street than you are teaching you, you're in the middle of a revolution, family, and a renaissance at the same time. And the whitest of the whitest of the whitest are not teaching information on this level. They're not producing artwork on this level. They're not tapping in, right?
Even if not, they're letting you, whites are telling you whose top album was last year.
Cole.
You know what I mean?
Kendrick.
They're letting you know, like, the music talk. They want to hear, the world want to hear message. They're not, all the little sales you get of people fronting, like you talking about fronting on top of somebody's car. Yeah. Nobody want to hear that. We want to hear United Front. I want to hear D.O.T. I want to hear my brother Domo. I want to hear RedPill. I want to hear Quebutter. I want to hear my song. You got a whole plethora of artists coming out of New York alone that you can choose from. You can just go like this. Nah, I don't want to hear that song from you. I'm gonna, oh, hold on. Let me go back. Let me hear RedPill right now. You can make a whole workout album. Then you have when you upset with your wife, you have all this one. You got upset with your man, you got this song. You upset with the conscious community, you got these songs. You got a whole Hot 97, Hot 90 conscious wave, you know what I'm saying, going for you.
I will say, and I'm glad you said that, because with this MCing shit, you know, we got it connected to something that's real, something that's breathing life into people, bringing people back from the dead, if you will, right? But I want to make it clear, the reason that you know, we talking about the options people got, but yo, step your shit up, because just because we got a message don't mean the shit is hot.
Fact.
You understand what I'm saying? We talking hip hop, we talking MCing, but we all of us here know that you needed to come to the table correct to get the people right. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like bring that into it too, because don't cut that out of it. People like, oh nah, I'm just focusing on no. Let's bring that into it, because we all brothers in here, and we also want to show people that yeah, there is a kind of a competitive jarring against us. Because guess what? When I walk in the room and I hear Q, I hear Dot, I hear Pill say a verse that I'm like, oh, hold up, that was crazy. Yeah. Yo, you know what? I want to teach the people just on that level too. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try to outdo my brother, not because I'm trying to outdo him like they doing out here, but because we all up here. You understand what I'm saying? And that's and with regard to the wave, as a United Front member, as an originator of United Front, we talking 15 years now. You understand what I'm saying? So when we started to do this thing, that we decided like we wasn't even gonna call it hip hop, we was gonna call it AIM, African Insurrection Music, because we wanted to stand out and be something different. And now, at that time, there was nobody else. There was nobody else there. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Yo, and I'm not trying to toot our own horn. I'm trying to get you to understand the process, the timeline. You understand? So now here we are today, where brothers is out here. You got crazy options. I remember when it wasn't like that. You understand what I'm saying? I remember when we made a choice and a sacrifice, and me and Bomani said we was going to use our powers for good. You understand what I'm saying? Now here we are today. We got albums being promoted all over the place, Brooklyn and Harlem and all this stuff. And yo, guess what? We don't all agree. We ain't all on the same exact page, but if you understand who your enemy is, there's no confusion. There's no need for us to be, there's no black woman or child or person that is so-called outside of this conscious community that should be seeing us at battle with each other. You understand what I'm saying? They should understand when they walk up on that scene, they should see togetherness instantly. Then when they sit down, they go, okay, we have different schools of thought going on under here. But we all unite under one guise, and what is that? We know who our enemy is. Because no matter what I rock,
we all shooting that way.
That's what I'm saying. It don't even matter, you know what I mean? So yo, the brother said it all, you know what I mean? The pastor got his 2 cents in. Church in the Field is out. UFASAFO.com, UFASAFO.com. Go get the Church in the Field. Every other video, God music. We dropped it last night. You know what I'm saying? UF_Asafo, ASAFO.com. I mean, at Facebook.com. Check it out. It's more of what we talking about. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm inspired by my brothers. My brothers do this work. They out here in these streets. I see these brothers we walk through. We understand. Everybody got other things going on. But I keep using the word sacrifice, and it's not even a sacrifice. I'm not giving up nothing. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Yo, UF_Asafo, shout out to everybody putting in that work.
Don't fret on supporting. It ain't more than $10 online. You know what I mean? The double CD might be the most expensive one. But it ain't gonna be no crazy price. You're getting 2 CDs.
You're getting 23 songs for $20, fam. And it's not digital. This is physical. It's a real red disc and a real blue disc. We're in the world of merch now. We're in the world of collector items. More vinyl and CDs are being sold in digital streams. You know what I mean?
I just support the streams though.
Yeah, but also support that. I wanted to add one thing, a formula that we have to reach out to the community and say that if we are doing our part, we're the Juice Crew in the early 80s, right? Before the before the PR came in, before the quote-unquote management or the management came in, before it became more, you know. So what we need is for our brothers and sisters that are out there who are professionals in their fields to begin to connect with the professionals in this field. Our mission accomplished. So we need bloggers that are conscious, who do album reactions, and do reviews and speak positively and carry his video when it premieres. The same bloggers or the same DJs or the same websites that are complaining about all of that quote unquote weak shit or that negative shit or that Tekashi and all of that other stuff. Well, listen, you have to play your part. You have to play your part. You know what I mean? You got to take responsibilities, and we have to be able to have our own become what? Living out what it is that they say that they do. So if there's a sister who graduated with all of these letters, or a brother who he went to 8 years of school, come amongst your people and sprinkle that magic and turn these projects into multi-million dollar projects, so we can do what? Have more resources, begin to fund ourselves on tour, right? Begin to do more film. This is an empire. Your culture is priceless. That's what we want to tell you. That your culture is priceless. Stop looking outside of yourself for the solutions. The solutions is in the music. The solutions is in the arts and the sciences. The solutions are in the solutions. You know what I mean?
Yo, and real talk too. With regards to we talking about support, yo, there gotta be a sense of accountability, man. We gotta move with more integrity as a people.
Yes,
like we understand what we doing. We understand brothers' times. We understand everybody got multiple things going on, right? So we got to have a certain level of integrity, right? So when certain things are lined up and supposed to be and they can't happen, we got to deal with each other on the level like we deal with these crackers at work. You call them and go, hey, I ain't going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You stick to their rules and go, yo, you know what? I can't make it. This can't happen. You know what I mean? We can't do that to one another and then sit here and promote this unity thing like that. You know what I mean? And we got to be willing to call those out that need to be fixed.
Facts.
Because if you know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't getting fixed, then you a detriment to this thing. Right. You need to be cast out. But I'm like, I'm the pastor of this, so I'm like, nah, I want to fix you first.
Facts.
Because I didn't start out right. I didn't do everything right and exact. I needed people to forgive me. I needed people to go, yo, brother, you know what? Yeah, all right, but here we are now. We don't want you going back there, but here we are now. So I say all that to say, you know what I'm saying? We got to make sure the level of integrity is we wear it like a badge of honor. You understand? When you write them bars and you go in the booth and you give it to the people, you sign your name to that. You like, yo, I want the people to know that was me. I put my blood, sweat, and tears to that. But we need to do that with regards to commitment. We need to do that with regards to support. You understand what I'm saying? We shouldn't even be able to point at anyone and go, nah, that dude is suspect. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't even exist. So, yo, fam, let's get our thing together, do our thing. Like the brother said, get your physical copies on and popping.
TwinTheAlbum.com.
I will say this though. Shout out to everybody that did the digital downloads that didn't want the hard copy.
That's right.
Because you was traveling this weekend and needed it on your phone real quick.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
so support it how you want it, because the point is what? Preferences.
Only way we're gonna win is we support each other.
Yo,
and
however you want it.
And we've quantified and qualified the numbers. That's where we come in, because we do market and research. This man is a genius right here when it comes to the numbers and when it comes to the research. And he's found out that there are over more than 1 million quote unquote members and engagements of consciousness on a monthly basis. I ain't saying, look, the impressions and the hashtags and the people that are online and the live streams, when you see people going live, we're 1 million deep plus.
Millions.
So if this is $1 for one song,
talk about it.
Then we should have million.
Talk about it.
Millionaire stat. We should have million sold with plaques. And going back to what I said before, we live in a new time of a digital evolution.
Right.
We're doing what Garvey did with quote unquote equity crowdfunding and equity and shares and whatnot. So when it is that my company goes public, you could become an owner, or you could become an investor, or you could become somebody who's a part of, through equity, you could become somebody you have a piece and a part of what it is that we're doing. You have a vested interest to see yourself win. So all I'm saying is each one of us should, when we do the banger, you know what I mean? Okay, if it's an anthem, yeah. But this song that this brother got, we got songs on this album. This is a classic. We got songs on this album. You know what I mean? Classics. We got Prince on this shit. Like, where's the 1 million sold?
You already know United Front portfolio. You got it's crazy.
Yeah, the portfolio. The world will not take you serious until you take yourself serious.
That's right.
And
about it, bro.
check this out. We got a new project pulling up. We got a new project coming for y'all. Another one. Another conscious tape coming for y'all. Coming straight from out of Zyx. Zyx Music.
Zyx!
XMG. We coming with another compilation tape. Make sure y'all look for it. It's coming soon, real soon. It'll be out, if not this month, the next month for sure. We got a few videos on the line coming for it. So make sure y'all check for that. Support. The only way we're going to win is through support, man.
Stay tuned.
Shout out to
You on your
Rock.
phone all the time anyway, so you
Facts.
can check in every day to see when it's coming out.
That's right. Shout out to Rock the MC. Shout out to Soul Messiah. Shout out to A.A. Rashid. Shout out to Quebutter. Shout out to Black Magic.
Tahir
Shout out
RBG.
to Tahir RBG. Shout out to Brother Blue Pill. Shout out to KT the Usher Green. Shout out to Brick the Foundation. You know what I'm talking about?
Brick.
Shout out to
What it do,
Ty
Brick?
Phoenix. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Khalik Scientific. You know what I mean? Like all of these people, platinum, every single one of them out the gate. Stop playing. Shout out to Black Thought. Shout out to J. Cole.
Yo,
shout out to J. Electronica.
shout out to Lone
Shout
Star.
out
All
to
of these
Nas.
bloggers, real quick, yo, besides the conscious bloggers, please pick up the work everybody's doing, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Because the hip hop community way of dealing with stuff is starting to blend over to the conscious community. And rest in peace, Zach TV. Shout out to Mel's TV. Shout out to all the hip hop bloggers that's been doing it. You
Doggy
see what I'm saying?
Diamonds.
Doggy
Blah.
Diamonds, big homie.
Blah.
But I need y'all to understand that the real life world is gonna overlap with the internet world. You know what I'm saying?
Did that.
But for the conscious community, it's really going to. So that means if you're doing a lot of videos about people, you don't like something that Red did, shut your ass up. You don't like something that Diddle did, shut your ass up. But if you won't keep preaching the preach that you got a problem with somebody, be able to defend it outside of the internet and on the internet.
Yeah, you gotta come and see me. Nah, just come and see me. I'm out here.
But all
I
that other
punch
stuff
in
just
all
support.
day.
Cause he be out here
You
all
gotta
day putting
come,
in work.
yeah.
He
You
teaches
gotta,
kids.
if there's any problem,
These are
you
real
have
people.
you have to come and see me. That is a must. You have to pull up and come and see me, and it doesn't matter any time of the day. That's a must. Because if it's on the internet, I don't even know what that is.
So I'm saying, like,
Real
You know what I
people
mean?
out here putting in real work
I'm in
and
the
making
real-
music
I'm
we gotta
really
listen
here.
to while we putting in work. So you gotta support that, man. If that ain't real, if that ain't authentic, I don't know what it is.
yo,
man.
and then just so you know, because it's like, yo, people go, yeah, they're just rapping, whatever, you can say whatever you want, whatever. Like brother said, people is living it. Everybody is tied to something in their life that is reflected in their music. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the Teach Our Own initiative, we have a goal to network African-centered schools all across the United States. We want to go and do shows for these joints, raise money, and then let the proceeds go back into the school so that they can get what they need, and then connect them with other schools so that there's a network. And these schools are not operating so isolated in these states and cities and towns where they at. You know what I mean?
Fact.
So we like, yo, you know what? Damn. People like United Front in this state, in this state, in this state. There's schools in this state, in this. Why are we not out there doing that? Let's get ourselves out there and make it happen. So just to show you, like, yo, the shit is connected to real stuff, real life. Like these brothers, the school in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, pill. Y'all know what it is with the pills. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, it's real life. Brothers is doing it, and I just want to make
So
sure
when-
it's focused on. Y'all see it.
So when United Fronts get 20 racks for the walkthrough, for the plug walk, right? When they get 30 racks for the walkthrough, or when they get 30 racks for their performance, and they've locked down every single town where they're gonna get their 30 racks, they're saying we're gonna allocate 10 racks towards the community development and whatnot, workshops, LLCs, equipment, resources. We might use the 10 racks to buy a brick and mortar. We're talking about a different level of utilizing our talents and our skills in order to do what? Evolve. If there's 8,000 littles on Spotify, the conversation is over. I don't have to ask permission. The ancestors already, I was born in the Bronx in the 70s. I was born at this time, that is my permission. I am hip hop. The fifth pillar of hip hop is culture, but also consciousness. It's knowledge. So all we're doing is restoring the broken pillar. This is the 80s again, family. You know what I'm talking about? This is the Juice Crew. Yeah, and it's over. It's the Juice Crew, Wu-Tang, Cannabis. It's all of it overlapping each other in the day and time because the power is in the now. You were who the fuck you was before you got here. But being that you're in the now, on the cusp of 2020, all of those experiences are inside of your soul. So goddamn it, I wish I could hear albums from people who made it to my age. I got a story to tell, family. I have a perspective that an 18-year-old would never have because it's not about, it's about the revolutions around the sun. That's where the experience comes from. This shit that I could talk about that went down in a tunnel in the Palladium, that nigga, I don't give a fuck how much Gucci you wearing. Who do you think started that? Who's the architect? When you play the Matrix and you walk through that room, nigga, there's gonna be a bunch of us in there. So we're rewriting the code. We're rewriting the code. Look, this is the same polo in the 90s that these niggas is going ape shit for right now. The wave is still, they wearing Gucci and Louis and Versace. That's us. What did you talk about? That's Brooklyn. That's Flatbush. That's the Ville. That's the Star. That's Biggie. That's Tunnel Era. This is us. So we have evolved, nigga. No ceilings. They told us that it was no ceilings, so we just kept moving. We just kept growing. And some people are stuck where there's ceilings. In that era, as we know, look, nigga, Styles P got a juice bar. It's nothing to talk about. The change is here. Consciousness is the new black. There's a soundtrack. This is really us. We not woke, nigga. This is us. No offense, but woke is the marketplace. Consciousness is the community. Woke is the marketplace. That's where you go and get your dollars. That's why Black Lives Matter goes. They went into the woke marketplace to cash out.
Yeah, you see that shirt's everywhere.
But we up in this bitch right here. This is our marketplace. There's a soundtrack. We need to be globally. We need, if you want to cure our people of the misunderstandings of colonialism in Africa and in the Caribbean, you gotta bring. He's doing the steel band, but he's giving you the vibrations and the tonalities, and he's reprogramming you. Because the truth is him. Man make the money, don't make the man. You niggas is so caught up in this fugazi, these people who are put together. You got MCs that say, I don't smoke, but I rap about smoking. You got niggas that talk about the club, but they never been in the club. You got guys that rap about they made millions off of shooting guns, and they be like, yo, I'm vegetarian, no beef.
Yeah,
I never held a gun.
Yeah.
And you
like
let
3,
that
4
shit
artists
fly.
missing. There's like 3, 4 artists missing in New York. And watch when we do this again. At some point, there only 3, 4 artists that's missing. Now they got the youth Pharaoh. I mean, shout out, not young Pharaoh from the internet, but some from Queens. You know what I mean? The Quebutter. You know what I mean? Maybe 2 other artists. And they did. This is what you see coming out of New York. So you look forward to a concert. Look forward to a tour. Look forward to the playlist. You might see all of our albums. I'm going to make sure my business, I'm going to make sure, if possible, their albums on our site. Their albums on our site. His albums on our site.
That's happening.
The links is my albums on his site. The Crucible been out, the EP. We still got the last project still promoting. Go buy them all out and support. That's the only way we're going to win is to support. Everything else is hot talk.
Yeah.
And if you don't like something, send a message with how to do it better.
Yeah, if you're gonna critique, right? Because pigeons can't tell eagles how to fly. If you're gonna critique, do it constructively. If you troll, you get treated like the trolls and the Smurfs do when Gargamel is in town. Bottom line. You know what I'm talking about? There's constructive criticism and it's trolling. So you can play with it if you want. But yeah, let the mumble rap close it out. Balance. That can exist, but this gotta live too. You feel me? Yo, can I put this?
Yo, shameless, UF. Church in the field, that's what we talking about. Exposing this cracker. It's my enemy. Doesn't matter. This is my brothers. That's right. My enemy. And y'all are go run to this cracker to get you salvation. And look what he doing. Look what he doing.
I want to close it on this, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but this is how we got to shut it down, right? There's an epidemic amongst black women in the culture where prostitution is the order of the day, right? But nobody talks about the fact that there's male prostitution taking place inside the industry as well. Each one of some of our brothers, many of them that is more than it is less, are going into office rooms and talking to men like this, right? For the money that they're giving them to do what? To end this, to end their suffering, but to buy them out, to buy your likeness, to contractually obligate you to them so you work for them for life. You become somebody who sits comfortably on this motherfucker's lap while he taps you on the ass and feeds you dollars. That's male prostitution. It gets a little more severe when our sisters on a casting couch. You know what I'm talking about? They just wig out on them but they got you niggas bending over backwards in this industry, touching your toes. So you have to be able, our people, if you love us, we are cutting the middleman out. Look, Time Warner, AOL just got purchased by, I think it's AT&T, for $58 billion. The future is streaming. You know who their targets are? You know why they're merging like this? Netflix and Amazon. Because of the streaming. So this is the future, the streams. You got it. That's why Jay is a legend for Tidal. You have to control your own streaming services. The days, these days are coming to a close. All of the record stores are closed. So they're trying to lock this shit down in ways where they're putting our brothers and sisters in a new situation where they gotta sit on their laps. So all I'm saying is we could cut that out and straight to direct to market, direct to customer, cut the middleman out. Digital, you want it, you press, you buy now. You know what I'm talking about?
Word,
and maybe PayPal get a little bit of it, but it doesn't compare to the 2 cents that you niggas make off of a $20 album. Or the 30 and 70% that you're letting iTunes and these other places, or you know, Spotify take out of your pot.
Facts.
Support independence. We're gonna use the same technology that they're using to build our own empires. But the operating principle is the 1,000 fan theory. Go and research the 1,000 fan theory. It's the people. So put your money, your vote is with your dollar. It's only a 99-cent vote. Vote for the God. 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 You vote for the ratchetness. You paying your cable bill, watching VH1 and all of these other, you know what I'm saying?
So pretty much, man, support, man. That's the only way we're going to win, man.
That's right.
That's the only way we're going to win.
Yeah.
Yo, this was epic right here,
Free
man.
the wave, free the
Thank
wave.
you, brothers, big.
Yeah.
Zayax, XMG,
Music,
baby.
universal language. Remember that.
You see?